invade assembly and cut away Mace. When contacted, the spokesman for the Ogun State Police Command, Abimbola Oyeyemi, confirmed the incident. Suspected hoodlums on Thursday burgled the Ogun State House of Assembly. Punch reports that the suspended hoodlums attacked the office of the Speaker of Ogun State House of Assembly, Olakunle Oluomo, and carted away with the Assembly's mace. When our correspondent visited the Assembly building, which is located a few meters away from the governor's office complex in the precinct of the state secretariat, Musa Abeokuta, some security personnel denied people access into the complex, citing orders from above. When contacted, the spokesman for the Ogun State Police Command, Abimbola Oyeyemi, confirmed the incident. He said the coat of arms had been recovered, but the stick is still missing. The PPRO added that an investigation into the burglary and theft had commenced. Oyeyemi said, yes, there's an unfortunate incident today in the assembly complex. The hoodlums broke into the assembly through the ceiling and moved the official mace of the house. That is why the commissioner of police has to go there for an on-the-spot assessment. When asked how it was recovered, the PPRO declined comments. The details will be disclosed after the entire mace is recovered, he added. I mean, at this point, it's clearly embarrassing. I mean, to be honest, if you remember during the height of, the End SARS movement and protest, where people came into the one Oba's palace and took the staff of authority, I think. I mean, if they're able to do that to the tradition that they respect, imagine how they did to the constitution. And to be honest, I don't think the Nigerians take this law, democracy, seriously, because we didn't make it. It's not personal to us. So, obviously that doesn't mean that we should not follow the law. But again, if you don't respect the system that is meant to control your everyday life and living, then things like this can happen, and nothing's going to happen, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, let's see how effective the police command is. But then it would be ironic to see how they're effective to this, but then we're not effective to the killings in NSAS. Well, of course, there's a lot of, comments here. And the first person says, this is part of the NSAS protest success, and the officials of governments in various organizations who were in the support of the planned rascality, shame on them. What? I don't understand how this is part of the NSAS protest. It is so random. Even if it was part of the NSAS protest, why would they go steal the mace? Like, how does that even affect anything? They're not like, okay, fine, we're attacking this person because this person hid palliatives or whatever, but it's random. You can't just allude to some random... Nah. Have a logical chain of reasoning, please. Somebody says, when people in government are hoodlums, definitely... Oh, when people in government are hoodlums, definitely you see hoodlums displaying their government. Absolutely. They want us to do better, but they should do better in their behavior. I mean, come on, people are literally... For you to be a politician in Nigeria, you literally have to be an actor. You need to... The way they be fainting, they be sleeping, off your mic in courtrooms or whatever. I mean, come on, at this point, is it not embarrassing? They literally blatantly denied that people died. Our president can't even address the nation properly. Embarrassing. Wonder shall never end. Robbers stealing mace. The speaker is not cooperating towards 2023. So the next thing is to remove him from Nigeria for sure. What? Someone says this will continue to happen as far as our unreasonable governments fail to do the needful. Absolutely. And if people decide to continue to be in pain and suffering, when the masses are pushed to the wall, they will have no option than to face the government and what is happening there. Absolutely. I think, fine, people are being pushed, but I feel like we should not lose focus here as to, linking this to the NSAS protest. This is completely random. I will say that the people who are leading the NSAS protest are definitely very, very peaceful. And there has been nothing, there's proof that the NSAS protesters were very peaceful. So let's be guided in terms of saying it's a protest, because everyone's mind will definitely go to the end SARS protest. But yes, this person is absolutely right in saying that if you push Nigerians to the wall, they will have no choice but to turn back and face what they're dealing with. Someone says, isn't it shameful in this country that the seat of power is broken into and properties are carted away without challenge of any kind? I mean, to be honest, the law, but the fact is we're so divided as a people. I mean, we can't even get along. I mean, we can't get along, but we obviously have some strong, differences. I mean, from the foundation as to how Nigeria was built, Nigeria was a trade deal. We were never meant to be together. Obviously, people say things happen for a reason, but logically thinking about, how Africa is with the history, like we were never meant to be one body. Fine, we can work separately. Not saying that gives us justification as to why we should not cooperate. But again, if we can't get together and get through our differences, how can we come together and think that, okay, fine, democracy is the way for us? We didn't make it. It's not something that was an idea. It's not a traditional method that has been passed on and refined from our ancestors to us now. It's not our idea. So I feel like, again, people do respect their traditional beliefs of authority, to be honest, rather than this. Even though, fine, that does not mean that you should not be able to have logical sense and follow the law and not do things that are wrong. But still, if people don't respect democracy, whatever, please, people can literally go to court and swear. If they tell you, oh, say you promise to say anything but the truth and whatever, they say that. But to be honest, if you take them to a shrine where you have these gods, you would see people will behave themselves. And I feel like it's the authority that is missing, to be honest. That's just, it's honestly just shameful at this point. End SARS is not the same thing as end hoodlum vandalism. Ogun State needs to sit up and get down to business of good governance. Absolutely, but I mean, to be honest, they really have their own games and tricks that they're playing at this point. I feel like as Nigerians, we've got to be vigilant and know the game that they play. So when 2023 comes, we know what we're actually going against. Someone says, you so-called leaders today in government should be ashamed of yourselves, but you lack such integrity, and so nothing to be ashamed of. If true, then this is a repeat of history here in the West. How is it possible? Are there no security guards? Well, apparently they broke in from the ceiling. Honestly, at this point, you'd even question the building itself. Like, when was this built? Well, I mean, this is honestly shameful. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.